In the early 1940s, when a man called Alex Osborn started to wonder why some people were more creative than others. Therefore, he started to make observations and to take notes, which finally lead him to the publishment of the first well-known and well-defined creative process, which consisted in 7 steps. At the same time, he broadened the recognition of the brainstorming method, and after some more research decided to add 3 major stages above the original 7. In the 1960s, he continued to read and teach about creativity when he and his colleague Sidney Parnes recognized the need for an instructional program which should enhance the students' abilities to understand and apply their personal creativity. Due to this, they started a creative studies project, which was a 2-year experiment and finally published instructional materials for the students. After the death of Alex Osborn, Sidney Parnes continued their work and for the first time added images and graphics to facilitate the understanding of the process. In the 1980s, the development of creative problem solving was characterized by the need to address individual and situational differences, which was solved by adding an additional step, the mess finding, to the process. It was based on the 5 O's of mess finding. Additionally, they paid more attention to generate a balance between creative and critical thinking, means divergent and convergent thinking. Since 1987, the emphasis of CPS changed from focusing on the process and its stages to the generation of a good outcome. This perception was gathered by the revision of over 40 researchers that showed that some people preferred to realize stages in their natural way rather than the proposed one in the process. Therefore, the steps were grouped into 3 big activities: understanding the problem, generating ideas, and planning for action. Between 1992 and 1994, the CPS development was about customization and personalization not only for groups but also for individuals. Another change was implemented by moving from a prescriptive to a more descriptive style to leave more space for personal involvement, to change the order or sequences of the steps. But maybe the most significant improvement was the differentiation between process and management components, also known as meta-components. These are characterized by their continuous appearance and are, for example, planning, monitoring, managing, and modifying. Until today, the latest intents of modifying the CPS process try to respond to the need of a better integration of the people, the context, and the desired results into the process and to find an accessible language to describe them. So, all in all, the main improvements until today have been that the system allows changes and the integration of own ideas, the balance between divergence and convergence, the change of seeing a problem as an opportunity means as a starting point to move forward, the dynamic of the process, possibility of multiple pathways, and the fact that it's not only for groups but also for individuals.